Hello, 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 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina, and I am so happy to be here with you sharing this Harry Potter series celebrating 25 years. I'm using this Wizard and Company collection from Echo Park. Super fun, but this year represents 25 years since the first Harry Potter movie came out, and I've just been sharing how many wonderful memories I have of that with my family, in particular, my son. But as now my husband has been watching them because we are preparing to go to Scotland in just a couple weeks, which is when you'll be watching these videos. I am going to set these videos up to drop one each week, share a little HP inspiration, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I also plan on staying very aware of the anniversary events they're going to be having during the year, and I may have to add some. So, a lot of fun. I've been enjoying this. Okay, all the information will be in the description of the video, along with any links that you need. This is obviously a Design Space file. I did a little bit of pre-work. The rounding of all of these two pieces back here, I did those with a black marker because it's that same white on white, and it just gives it a little bit of definition. So if you're not using the broad tip marker trick to get some of that, you can watch my videos, or feel free to leave me a comment and tell me you want me to specifically talk about how I do it. I did black on this, but I use all different colors. It's a great way, instead of inking, you don't always have to use ink. We have so many wonderful mediums that, but it's so fast. And don't use your good markers. I actually have an entire kind of marker that I dedicate to that. All right, I'm lining up the hat because this layout is dedicated to which house are you? That's right. And there's actually a test you can take online. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, I haven't taken mine. I believe there is a test that you could take online. I think depending on the day, I would take a different one. But look at our sorting hat. So cute. So cute. He looks like he's got such attitude. I just love it. All right, and I haven't even added like white pen details. I love these pens, the Geth pens, and I'm sure that I'm going to go in and add details, and for the embellishment portion of the layouts, I'm going to do that kind of all at one time, so this video will be broken. I mean, you'll see it at the end. I'm going to allow video magic to reign supreme. But it's so funny at the end of all the other videos, because I've been recording these for hours. In the very early hours, it was still, I don't even know what time I started. I started at a time I should have still been in bed. But yeah, so I was like, thanks for joining me. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm coming back with a second part to this video. So all right, I'm putting together the houses, and just to save time, I did all their underlays and I glued them to the top. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm gluing the colored piece, the pattern piece or the colored piece, to the base, and then this I'm going to put on a little bit of foam tape. I should have had those all on foam tape before I came on, because y'all know I'd be taking too long with the foam tape. All right, here we go. Let's flip these guys over and get them all done. All right, they each have a little underlay. The lion is the worst one. I had to bag these, and the lion's eye is very important. Look how tiny that eye is. Is that crazy? Yep, that's when you know you need a good pickup tool. Okay. I really like this layout. This, I tried to do some different shapes on this. So this one has rounded edges. We had ones with circles, and I have a hexagon one coming up as well. And then I have some squares just to add. Lots of fun. Lots of fun to this. There's been no hardship creating these. I've actually been really enjoying myself, and it's making me memory mindful, thinking of all kinds of memories. Okay, so now I'm going to be able to put these little together. So you take the base banner, and you take the little matte piece and just kind of equally put that around it. And then after you put your little house piece together, so here we have Ravenclaw, you will just add that to the center, like so. There you go. And just check the description for all the links. I don't know why I grabbed that and decided I was going to go to a smaller one, because I've been at this for hours and on little to no sleep. But this is my new thing. I'm just sharing my true life crafting experience. And my true life crafting experience is I do tend to craft when I can't sleep. That's when I get most of my personal crafting done. I do some at night as well. But when I can't sleep, I craft. It keeps my mind from wandering. It helps me stay connected to my room. Sometimes though, I'm going to tell you the truth here. Confessions. Sometimes, depending on my mood though, it makes me get out good intentions in my craft room. I'm like, oh, look, I found this. I'm going to do that. Oh, okay, look, I found this. And I come in and I'm like, why did I get all this stuff out? Comment if your struggle is real like mine. All right, here we go. Just finishing these up. On to Slithering. Gryffindor, now Slithering. So cute. It's like, which house are you? Uh-oh. And I pressed. It might have to stay. It's going to have to stay, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I pressed foam tape. I would have liked that to be just a smidgen over to the left. See how it's like right on the edge? That's too close for me. That's okay. We're going to let it go. All right, I'm going to move these off to the side. All right, get down to our base pieces. I have a couple of 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 maps turned 2 ways. And then this little guy holds 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And the whole design space file will be linked for you for this project. So it will have these wonderful banners that were created by a Cricut Design Space community member, or maybe they're just a thing. I saw them in something and thought they were super cute. So that's going to be in there. This whole file will be in there with the cuts, because this is not part of the 2026 sketchbook. This is the free one that I've opted to share, that is just like, here, recreate it. I'm sure you could recreate most of my designs though. Okay, so I have my big gun out. All right, this is going to go underneath of this. So what I'm going to do is, and I want to determine how much of it I want to stick out. I'm going to leave 1/4 of an inch at the top and 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. I'm not going to press this down on the right. I'm going to lay it down and press it down only here. Now I'm going to grab this. And there we go. And now this is going to slide under. It's edged so that you could do it either way, but look, say boom, sliding under. And you can have this out as much as you want, but you don't want to see the curved edge on the end. So get it in far enough. I'm just looking to see, do I have about equal distance here and here? Very forgiving. Okay, love the hats on this, going with the hat, super cute. All right, 4 1/4, 6 1/4. I'm going to put that on. I want to see a little bit of the stripe, but it's gonna, it's going up pretty high there. There we go. I'm going to put this on after I get this last piece in. I'm going to want these to be equal across the bottom. It really gives that flow, that the pages flow into each other. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I am seeing some decent striping at the bottom. And on this one, kind of like where this one is, we're going to go about here. Yeah, I can see that. My clouds are upside down. Hold on. As soon as I put it down, I was like, well, let me check it. Okay. All right, I'm going to get you a kind of measurement, because since I didn't measure it, it might not work out to be, you know, straight. So that is, let's try this side. There we go. That is about 2 inches up. Okay, so about 2 inches up from the bottom is the black strip. Okay, this is in the file. It's a journaling block that will print and cut for you. I love the print and cut feature in Design Space. I keep using it more and more, and I think it saves time, not just on cutting your project out, but for me, what it's really saving time on is, you know, I don't want to paper piece everything. And sometimes I don't need every, yeah, it was coming out. I don't need every single layout to be, woo, over the top. You know, I really would like to have certain pieces on each page with the elements to shine and not, you know, all of it. Okay, I love multi-mats. I don't know what else to call them. Multi-mats for me are a single mat that holds multiple pictures on it. This is a multi-mat for me, and I think this one's just a little bit crooked. There we go. I love these multi-mats. These are going to be for 2-inch photos. I like a small, bigger than 2-inch maybe. Let me double check. I think these are 2 1/4, but I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, these are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, so about a 2-inch photo on there. And one of the things that I've been doing a lot more lately is taking close-up photos of things that I might not want a larger picture of. So for example, if you're at the beach and you take a picture of a shell, you take a picture of, I don't know, a jellyfish, you may not want this, you might want this to be your family picture. Having those smaller pictures of those other things, I'm really enjoying that. All right, I'm going to peel off this side. I really love him, look. Mama. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. After I get this down, put that magnet down, all good things. I think I'm doing pretty good though, keeping it straight. This is how I normally craft with my glass board. What you guys normally see is after I've spent all my money on my glass board, which by the way I love, it has been money well spent for me, but it has a lot of reflection. After I did that and I realized it was going to be a problem for the videos, I have some shelf paper from some other things I've covered to take photos of artwork with. I'm doing the same thing here, by the way, just tucking that under. I'm going to let this stick out a little further though. This piece is wider, so this is actually less sticking out, but it's covering more of it because of that. I took some of that shelf paper, well, my husband actually took some of that shelf paper and covered a dollar store piece of poster board. So I have this beautiful glass board that I love crafting with, but a lot of times you don't see it because of the glare. So yeah, when you see that wood background thing, it's just on top of my glass board attached with some crazy art tape. True story. I think it's so funny. But if I'm doing a 2-page layout, you know what? I can tell this is just a smidgen off. I don't know if I can fix it, but let's find out. Do I not have enough adhesive? Stay. It's just a smidgen, but I have a lot there. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Nope, not going to be worth it. There we go. Tiny bit. By the time I get everything on, I'm probably not going to notice. All right. That other 4 1/4, 6 1/4 mat. And I do want this to be close to the inside. It's going to leave nice room for my hat. The salting hat. Okay. And then I have another one of these. sun is up. Not sure how long I've been doing this. 4 layouts worth. All right, putting on my paper here. I'm keeping this above the black line. And then I'm going to let this cross over the black line so that I have the houses crossing the black line, and I have this just kind of balanced for the layout. What's good for one page is good for the other, I always say. Forgiving adhesive is your friend. Let's just grab the big guy. All right, this one's going to kind of come down and cross over this. I don't want it to be too much, but I want it on the other side of the line too. Like I want this one to kind of be out of bounds, if you will. There we go. Foam tape on my guy. So cute. Now I am going to put foam tape on him, but I'm probably, when I get done, I'm probably going to add some white highlights to this. So just to let you know, I usually do this on when it's actually on my layout. I like to see it on my layout. It helps me draw those lines, but we're going to just go ahead and go with some of it. I got some little lines at the bottom. I got a little there. Might even do a little here. And I like to keep coming back and looking at it again and again. Sometimes I draw the smaller lines, like to look like dotted, and then I come back and I fill them in, and I like the jaggedness of how it looks, but it allows me to make decisions. It just brings it to life. Information I can, I'll try to remember to put that information in the description as well. I love the Geth pens. I have Jelly Roll pens too, but I've actually switched over to these white pens. They are, I really love them. They have become my favorite white pens. I want to make sure I get the outer edges on this. All the foam tape in the world, right? That's why I have such huge... This is why my books are so fat. As I'm always saying, I'm going to start using less foam tape, but I need a support group. I don't know what to tell you. All right, here we go. Oh, it's so cute. All right, let's see where I'm going to lay it. I don't need to peel all this foam tape. It can be supportive, but I kind of don't want this laying over my pictures. I have some stickers that I've looked at for this particular layout, and I think I might like those to kind of go on top of the stickers a little bit. I have some like matching hats that are on here. I really liked that. And then there's like little, this one says we all need a little bit of magic now and then. I think this tag is super cute. Like there's so many little things that I may want to kind of put like here on this layout, you know, here, so that it's crossing over all of that. So I think I'm going to leave this not touching. All right. Oh, this one's coming together so nice. We're going to get to put our houses on. And then if you take the test and you find out what you are, this would be a great year to do it. My daughter and her husband went to a Harry Potter party last year, and they actually took a test. They had a cool cauldron, a fire thing. It was super cool. Oh, he's adorable. Okay, houses. We're going to start with Ravenclaw. And right on top of that black line, I'm going to bring them out. And I want some nice little gaps in between them. Hufflepuff. All right, here we go. It's out a little too far for me. I don't want it to go past the photo mat. Oh, this is adorable. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these on. Just going to use regular glue. I can slide them around if I need to. And when you see my final details, which I'm going to, as I mentioned in the other videos as well, I'm going to go off camera to do those, and then come back and kind of do a little intro of all the things that I decided to do, what I decided to put on foam tape and all of that, because that is a very time-consuming process. Slithering. Okay, there they all are. Ooh, I really like this one. I mean, I've liked them all, but I also think I'm in the Harry Potter mood now because I've been at it. But here you have all your houses. You have your sorting hat. This tells such a story. This is, once again, though, like you could do, you may live in other places, but there's no place like home. Like there is the right words, I think, on a scrapbook layout can really shift the theme of where those pictures would be. So this could be you watching Harry Potter at home. You all decide maybe what house you want to be in, taking those pictures and documenting that. And then this could all be a whole thing about no matter where you live, there's no place like home, right? Okay, guys, look at that. I'm going to go ahead and share and show these. And then you'll probably see them again. So cute. You can see I already used some of that white gel pen on this hat. He's got such attitude. I like him. There's so much personality in that. All right, layout 4. There is only one more left. And because of video magic, when you see these, I'll be going right into my next video with it. And you'll see all the bells and whistles right after this video. So I'll mention here as well, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and stand by because here comes the good stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the details on this one. I'm loving this layout. This is a layout that I haven't done in a few years. I thought it was going to be so fun. I still have to say, adding a little bit of that white gel pen, I use the Geth pens are my favorite. Just check the description for everything. I have to say, it really has added quite a bit of personality to my hat. There's the hat. Personality, right? Okay, and then sticker wise, I have Everything is Magical When We Are Together on foam tape. And then there's a little Witches and Wizard letter there. Black bling, just right out of regular black bling. Here, 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 here. You can put it everywhere. This is a very deceiving package because it looks like it's so small. Just a crazy amount of bling. There's crazy amount of bling in there. Just go wild with it. All right, and then what I did was I put the little lamp post here. I kind of liked the lamp post with the Witch and Wizards. I thought it just added a little bit more of the element of houses, but also like what gets you to that. Added this banner here. I didn't put twine because I'm really thinking about just going in with a black pen and making little lines, but I'm on the fence. There's a wand here, and then on foam tape, 2 books. And then, of course, Make Some Magic, which I really liked, and that sticker's on foam tape as well. There it is. There's that banner and the books. There you go. This one has come together so nice. I hope you guys are enjoying the Harry Potter series. It has been so much fun crafting all of these, designing them and crafting them, and just visiting some really old memories as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the film. I am going to do a special Harry Potter playlist, so feel free to check back on that through the year. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a few more Harry Potter things as we celebrate the anniversary this year. Thank you guys so much. Feel free to leave me a comment, say hi, tell me what your favorite Harry Potter movie is. That's one that I really want to know. And if it's not a movie, then it could be like, who was your favorite villain or something like that. Just tell me anything that's your favorite about Harry Potter, because I would love to hear that as we celebrate this year and know who my Harry Potter fans are. And then hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. These are all things that will help me out here in the YouTube community, and I will be ever grateful to you. You guys, happy crafting. Bye-bye.